Welcome to your workout. Today, our focus is going to be doing a cardio workout, and this is always one of our more unique ones called the flow. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, what we're going to do, but right now I want to invite you to join us in our warm-up, and we always do, every exercise video we do, we warm up with the movements that we're going to do for the exercises. We just start by doing them very easily, usually without weight. You can see both Megs and I are, just going body weight right now. So again, that first move is a squat. Reminder when you're warming up, this is mostly about checking in with your body, seeing how it feels to move this way. So please take your time, move the best way that you can. Your second exercise for today's workout is a curl. And again, this one always feels a little funny to do without weight, but again, the idea is that you're just getting your body moving in a good way. You're getting it really comfortable and making sure that this pattern feels good for you. Again, if there's anything that doesn't feel good, now is your time to kind of make note of it and then change it up a little bit. Exercise 3 is a deadlift. My favorite way to describe this is that you're just bending down towards the ground and then standing up tall again. A lot of people will ask if there's what's the difference between this and a squat? And visually you can see it, but there's just a little less bend in the knee when you're doing a deadlift. There's still some. There's a lot more bending at the hips. You're really sticking your rear out a little bit more. So again, just keep that in mind as you're practicing and playing around with it. And then your last move, right, the last one is going to be a push-up. And the reminder with push-ups is that just about any style of a push-up will work. Remembering that sometimes just getting into a plank position is good enough, especially if you're a beginner. Even if you're not a beginner, the idea is still we want you to be able to move the best way you can. Knee push-ups count, 1-inch push-ups count, down dog reps, just about anything you want to do that's getting you in a push position will work. Okay, now here's the point of our workout where we take a little bit of a break. We kind of get ready for what's going to happen here. So again, if you want to grab a weight, grab a weight. If you want to go with just body weight, remember you can always mimic what we are going to do. That's always fine to just kind of look kind of like what we're doing without a weight or anything else. I promise you, you will get stronger. You will get better by doing just the motions here. Okay, we're going to roll in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's begin. Now our first exercise, back to that squat, and we're going to do this for a solid minute before we add any changes. A reminder, round 1 is all about looking good and feeling good. So we're not too concerned if it feels like exercise yet. We're not too concerned about really dialing it up and making sure that it looks perfect. We actually don't really love the word perfect here, right? We love the word good, maybe even up to great, and that's your goal right now, is you're really making it look and feel good to great. And you're pausing if you need to. The great thing about this video is that it's a video. You can pause it, you can check back in, you can really do whatever you need to do to make sure that this first round is all about looking and feeling good. Now, let's go ahead and debrief what a flow is. You've got about 15 more seconds. Now, a flow is where we take one movement, for instance, the squat, and then we stack another movement on top of it. So in about 8 seconds, we're going to add that curl. Remember, we warmed up with that one. So 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to continue to squat, and then after one squat, you're going to do one curl. And then you're going to go back to your squat. Now, if you're holding a weight, feel free to change the grip on it. You saw that I do that with my kettlebell. Totally fine. You can play around with how you're doing this. And again, Maggie, I'm pretty sure the whole time is going to go just body weight here. Still great movement. You're going to get nice and loose. You're going to work on your mobility. Keep doing what you need to do. You've got about 35 more seconds here. You're almost through this one. And the idea is that we're adding a little complexity, and with complexity, you're working on the challenge here. When you do something that's a little more challenging, you tax yourself, right? Like any sort of practice that we do, our aim is to be right on the edge of our ability. You want to be able to do something that you're good at, but also something that pushes you to be a little bit better. And that's what adding a little bit of complexity does here for you. You've got 8 more seconds, and then we're going to add that third move. Again, preview is that deadlift, if you remember from our warm-up. 3, 2, 1. So we keep the squat. You do a curl, and then you add that deadlift. Like we talked about, they're really similar to a squat. You're still kind of, picking something up from the ground. A squat is maybe a little more knee bend. Then you do your curl, and then you reach down towards the ground with a little less bend, a little more pushing of the hips back. Now, with every single exercise here, we always like to tell people there's a billion different ways to do this. You do what works best for you at this point. Are there techniques that are a little bit better? Sure. We're not too concerned with those right now. Our goal is for everyone to move well. And we think that, again, you move the best in what feels the best for you, and what you personally, kind of says, hey, this looks good on me, this feels good on me. So again, if you're doing that little check-in just about every rep, every other rep, you're probably doing just fine. 5, 4, we're gonna add that last bit, 2, 1, here comes that push-up. Last minute of our flow before we take a little active recovery break. So squat, curl, deadlift, and then get down into that push position. If you don't feel like doing a push-up, just hold a plank for a breath, and then get back up, do that squat, add a curl, deadlift. Oh my gosh, you've done so much here, right? So much complexity. And the goal is move as smoothly as you can, take as much time as you need to do each of these reps. If you feel like you're getting lost or getting confused, my recommendation is to slow it down a little bit so that you can do this and make it look good. Again, our highest priority this whole time is to look good and feel good. Now, if you've been doing this, let's say you come back. We love doing our workouts multiple times. If this is your second or third time doing this workout, by all means, go ahead and dial it up a little bit. Make it feel like exercise. If this is your first time, get used to it. Just get comfortable with the movements. You got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna wrap this one up. All right, now our last move for all of these, kind of little mini workouts, right? Any things that are 5 minutes or left, we always add a little bit of active recovery in here. And it's for 2 reasons. One, it's to get you stretched out. You just did a good workout, right? 4 solid minutes of cardio movement. That's an awesome start. Maybe it's even an awesome finish for you. So this, like I said, the first intention here is just to stretch it out, so get comfortable. The second idea is that if you're gonna do more, whether it's from recommendations from us or you just wanna do your own thing, this keeps you active. Instead of letting you rest completely, keeps you moving, gets you stretched out like we talked about, but it keeps you moving and keeps you ready for the next thing should that come your way. You've got about 15 more seconds here. Keep rolling. Your goal here is to stretch out to feel good. Give it about 10 more, and then we're gonna let Maggie wrap us up. Take that breath and breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent finish. Mags, take it away.
Well, hey everyone, Maggie here. We would love for you to subscribe to this channel. We have a lot more workout videos with different focuses and different lengths of time that we would love for you to check out. And if you subscribe, you'll kind of always be in the loop on what we're coming up with. Thanks again for joining us, gang. Make it a great day.